What's up, everybody? I'm Duke James. This is Zanzibar. So I looked at this screen. Negative 73 industrial income. It's not ideal, is it? Commerce income's negative 103, but that's just... yeah, I don't look at commerce income. Negative 73 industrial income is definitely not good, though. I was thinking that it was okay that half of the money spent goes towards... half of the money spent in moving pops goes towards the industry, but that's not very good because the more it costs, the more money is going to be invested in the industry. And that's just going to be wildly off base where it should be, and that's just causing that to be negative. But then it's going to drop over time, so should reach equilibrium. And I don't own that stuff, do I? Who owns the industry? Okay, yeah, so we don't own any of that. So it's negative in this province, but I'm not losing money. It's basically just the residents paying themselves. So the residents are paying themselves more money. Nobles own almost as much as the burghers do. It's kind of weird. And the peasants actually own some too. Well, the peasants probably own cottage industry. Yeah, that's probably what the peasants own in terms of property. Industrial property. So that actually, I don't really care about that. Because it's not me paying that cost. I'll probably try to move some people into this province as well. The next time that I'm able to move population. This province has 3,500 residents, so I'll try to get this up to 10,000. Zanzibar went to 5 urban developments, so I was able to open up a luxury cloth industry as well, so I should get luxury goods from that. Let's see, I can do this, I can do one of these burger reforms again. So I'll do this one, because this one requires 30 burger average power, 40 state reach, 30 metropolitan influence. This will go up to 8. That is the requirement for commerce to start getting commercialization, but the higher this is, then the faster you get it. So I'll probably try to get this up as much as possible. Plus it helps out the burgers. Makes them a little bit stronger, and I want to have a very strong, very rich burger faction in this country. So this gives 2.5% ideal burger size, some commerce production, 0.5 base consultation, plus 1% times state reach of burger commerce income transferred to local tax income, which I assume is less than it is right now. Rate of Commerce 7 gives 5% ideal burger size, 0.5 base consultation, 1% times state reach of burger commerce income transferred to local tax income. So I assume that's just... I assume that's not another 1%, it's just the same 1%. Yeah, we'll see. And that costs 100 admin, 100 dip. Doesn't make the nobles mad. I'll go ahead and enforce special tolls, because I think we're going to lose some relations. $20 burger loyalty, 2 consultation, 40 relations. Everybody else is indifferent. We lose 15 legitimacy. We lose 3 stability. Stability increase interval and all power costs. Getting this from 8 to 9. Requires 40 burger average power and 50 state reach. My plan is I can attack these guys in 75, so 5 years from now. So I'm hoping to eliminate Mombasa, Quelimane, Sofala, and Sadanda all in one war, because they all have allied each other. And they're all Sunni powers, so I don't think they're going to ally anybody over here. So I should be able to wipe out all of these guys. Hopefully in the same war. I'm thinking if I attack Mombasa, then I could call in Ajuran potentially, and then just use their troops to guarantee that. And then once I have this coastline, then I will start weakening the tribes. And then once I have commercialization, well, after that, I'll probably start building ships and then going towards Madagascar and trying to take over Madagascar. But between the two supports that I do and promoting the Chiefs faction, that's 20 tribal loyalty. Getting them up to 65, they just drop 1 per year, so I can get them up to 65 and then it'll drop them down to like 50. The higher that is, the faster it drops. I kind of want to have them in 55 to 60% at all times, even after doing those leverages. I suppose if I don't want state reach, which I mean, I need state reach eventually, and this is the easiest way. This is the fastest way for me to get it. Every 10 years you get 2.5, which I think is the actual, it's the same rate as this. Well, this is 2.5% every 5 years. This also decreases clan loyalty and adds corruption. So this is the least painful way to get state reach. So I think I'll get most of my state reach through this for the early part of the campaign. Truce with Malindi ended, but they're allied with Ajuran. I might actually leave them. I could probably manufacture a way to fight these guys without Ajuran being on their side, but if they're allied with Ajuran, then they kind of act like a buffer state between me and Ajuran has 17,000 troops, so not wanting to fight them right now. I think once I take most of Madagascar and I get the tribal power down, then my force limit should increase enough to where I could fight Ajuran. Because I don't think anybody down here would join a war against Ajuran. They're too far away. And I don't think Ethiopia would ally with me, because they're pretty far away and they're also Miaphyite, so they wouldn't want to ally. I suppose if it could potentially ally with me, if I was close enough to ally with them. They're a decent sized power. They have a bunch of vassals, so that is a country that I could use to fight Ajuran. Alright, let's do temporary tax relief and grain for commoners. That does not get us to -1 stability. Close enough, we'll get there. I do know in this, the newest patches, I think property was nerfed a lot, so I'm probably going to not take property from any of the, what is this? Oh, they're fighting each other. Sofala and Quelimane are fighting each other, okay. I prefer if these guys don't get wrecked by these powers, just because this is, there's a lot of alliances over here. They're not great military-wise, so wouldn't be that bad, I suppose. Getting some claims on Madagascar powers. I could start building boats. The good thing about moving troops, or not troops, residents into Zanzibar is I should get good force limit from this because the harborage rank 5, so also increasing the major center of trade. That's my capital, so if I can get that up as fast as possible, you get more merchant gain in your capital, so I think I had 3 merchants and I lost 1, so 3 is a good merchant amount because that's the only amount of trade nodes that I can actually trade with right now. 4 is ideal because then I can put 1 in the Zanj node and I'd make a couple extra, not a couple extra ducats, but some extra ducats. The dishonor of not answering Pate's call to arms is gone now. The trust issues are still there, though, which is preventing me from allying countries. At least the countries that I want to ally. Apparently I got 3 merchants. 3 extra merchants. Which I'm probably going to lose some of those merchants, but yeah, as of right now. That's 1 more merchant than what I was saying was ideal. So I'm going to have a merchant just doing nothing. I guess I can move him up here. I can't actually trade with this, but nope, I can't actually send him up there. Alright, so that is 1 merchant that is just going to do nothing. You can just relax. We have 35% trade power in the Zanj node. I'm wondering how much that merchant would up that. We'll make a ducat 58 from trade right now. That's what, 0.32 ducats. 4%. And then 0.2 ducats from the Upper Nile. 0.16 ducats. So I don't think having a merchant in your home node, it's not that bad of a thing. Not that it's bad, but some people are like, don't have a merchant in your trade node, in your home node, if you can put it somewhere else. But if you can get more trade power in your home node, then that's better for your provinces because they're able to do more trading. Alright, Quelimane just killed Sofala. Actually, not that bad of a result. Because I didn't have claims. I couldn't do claims on Sofala. So now I can just attack Quelimane. In 3 years. Grab the next dip tech. That's a little bit of trade efficiency. Doesn't do anything. 0.2% trade efficiency. Alright, the time has come. It's the day of their reckoning. Mombasa and Sandander are both only allied with Quelimane, so let's do... They don't have any ships, right? I don't think anybody has ships. Yeah, okay. So I'll do it for that island. Alright. I'm not going to be able to siege down this province, but I'm going to take care of Quelimane first and then move up there and just get rid of their troops. Do light looting. Send both these guys down. They're locked. Look at a crossing penalty. Oh, that's a bad crossing. Oh wait, I got that crossing penalty. But I own that territory. Is it because it's not forded? Whatever. I've kind of given up trying to understand some of these mechanics. Fort mechanics? No, specifically AI fort mechanics. I think you need like a PhD to understand those, because the AI just doesn't care about anything. Like, I'm pretty sure 2 forts next to each other, you have to siege each one individually, but the AI can just move over them if you do that. Something like that. Like, the AI just plays by completely different rules. And they're still pretty bad, actually. That's a fort level 1, so I'll move these guys to their capital. I'll take this province first. They have no forts. Oh, they now have a boat. Okay. Oh, looks like they got attacked as well, so I'm gonna try to grab... Now I gotta grab all of this territory. This unforded territory before these other guys do it. That was my thinking. If I attack them, they're probably gonna get attacked by one of these guys, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, they have to go... They just sat right on their capital. Okay. I don't even think they can grab that territory. Alright, I'll just help myself to all of this. Oh, and now they left. Alright, if I can get most of this stuff, then that's good. Should bring them over there. These guys can siege down that. Perfect. Kind of works out because they got rid of their troops then. And they're only going to get this province. Perfect. So I do want this province. I have a spy network. Assuming it doesn't get found out, I can do a claim on that. The good thing is now I'm able to attack these guys, and this province should have a lot of money in it. in the test run that I did, I looted this province, and this is how I also know that campaign was chalked. This province gave me 3,000 ducats of loot, which is late game China 100 development province level of loot. Not first 30 years 17 development loot. But if that gives me like 1,000 ducats again, then maybe it wasn't chalked. In terms of that province. But it probably was. Because I don't think I'm going to get 3,000 ducats again. I ended up deleting 1,000 of them. Alright, I'm going to move these guys. Move those guys up north. It's probably actually easier for me just to rebuild these troops up north. Get rid of that for now. I'll delete the ones with no drill. Cannot make that a core. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I can grab everything but that province. Because this province, I'm pretty sure, connects to this province, so I should be able to grab this one. Might just be too far away. Where's the colonial map mode? Can never find this one. There it is. Yeah, so that's... I guess those aren't connected anymore, because I can't grab that, even snaking my way over there. Alright, so that province will go to Manyika then. And I'll just have to fight them for that one and this one. I'll have to fight them for this one anyway, so when I'm in that war, I'll just grab both of those provinces then. So they can give me 5 ducats and war reps for however long they last. And transfer trade power for that 2 prestige, and break your alliance. Now they're even going to exist, but I'll get that prestige point. Actually need 4 troops up here. I'll delete that troop. Alright, you give me that, and then... that, and then this one that I have to siege down. Alright, grab that province, so... It's not going to be everything that I wanted, because I'm not going to get these 2 provinces down here, but it's pretty close. Should be pretty close. Yeah, they'll give that... Quelimane would join, they'll be dead, so it won't matter. I'm allied with Azuran, so they should be fine. And then there's really no other Sunni powers in the area. Malindi, I guess. Pate's under Azuran. Malindi is the only one. They've got 3,000 troops, so Should probably do these separate extra cash. 3.4 extra ducats. That's fine. And then 55 ducats from Quelimane. That scares me every time. Alright, I should definitely build a fort somewhere over here. I'll probably build a fort. I think I'm going to build a fort here. Or here. Might build a fort here, actually. Because this is a good province. Out of all these provinces, this is the best province. Important location effect, important harbor effect. So I want to protect that province. I think building a fort here, though, you'd have to... If you're walking this way, you'd have to get to this island. If I'm fighting someone that doesn't have boats, then they're... I can just blockade this and they won't be able to get there. To siege that down, they won't be able to move either. So that would completely block movement. I don't think they would be able to get to here. Because that province is connected to this province. So I think building a fort here protects this province. And allows me to blockade it and prevent any movement if they don't have ships. So, with that in mind, I'll build a fort there. Is that 100% how it works? I hope so. Delete a couple troops, and then... I'm gonna do a census, because I haven't done a census in a while. Alright, we have 819,000 peasants growing by 5,700. There's 1,400 outward movement. I believe that should be mostly into cities, hopefully. Looks like most of that is into cities, 1,000. We have 82,000 residents. Natural change is negative. Hopefully that counter acts itself. It goes positive. Might be because I conquered some of these provinces, and these provinces probably have negative, like this province. This province is probably negative. Yeah, both of those provinces are negative. 3,100 burghers, 5,300 clergy. We have a little bit of a food deficit. Good salt surplus. Fiber is pretty good. Fuel is good. A little bit of raw material deficit. Exotic goods surplus. That's nice. Tiny little bit of luxury deficit. Consumer surplus. Military, a little bit of a deficit. Good naval surplus. Industrial deficit. And a knowledge deficit. These provinces don't have much urban pops at all, actually. About 2,500 for each of them. I don't think I'd be able to open up any new slots, but I'll try. Luxury cloth, no. Higher learning, no. Ivory, maybe? No ivory down there. Alright, I'm gonna grab a claim on this province with that spy network. Quelimane is no longer a valid rival because they're dead. I think our international relations, or whatever that is, that just went up. Oh yeah, it's somewhere over here. International influence. We are average. So we have 100 dev. Yeah, we have 124 dev. Okay. Average gives some advisor cost, diplomatic relations, liberty desire from subjects, and national focus cooldown. Manyika and Lundu. I hate that. This country is allied with three other countries. Alright, these guys are only allied with Moravi and Manyika. Moravi's only allied with Barrier. However you pronounce that. These guys are allied with Makua and Tambora. So neither of these countries here are really able to do much. I imagine once I start attacking and hurting some armies, then they're gonna start fighting. Wars are gonna be declared, and countries are going to get more powerful. The only piece of territory I want is this one, because that'll be my trade entrepot eventually. But I could still do wars down here to get cash. This will be my piggy bank. Anytime I need money, just go down there and fight countries. Got a little bit of rebels. I'm not going to sell any of these provinces, so I will just make them all cores. Alright, I'm going to end this part here then, and get into a position to attack, and then go from there. So, thanks for watching. Goodbye.